Alright. Welcome back once again, Wizard, to building a black hole. We spent a little time talking and theory crafting and did a little experimenting. And we have an idea. And that idea is to build a black hole to trap our enemies in and mess them up. Ooh, I do have one other question for you, Opportunity. With the lightning spires penetrating bolts upgrade, it reduces their lightning resistance by 10. Is that a stacking 10? Is it minus 10 every time they get zapped? Annihilator Staff? Because that might... Now that we know we can't use Magnetize to reduce lightning resistance, we could go in the other direction and use Lightning Spires as our debuffer. So we do want to remove as much lightning resistance as possible. Just a shame we can't also reduce their arcane resistance. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, this is a fine location for me. Question is, do we want the Annihilator Staff? 2 physical fire and lightning damage to units before they would be damaged by your sorcery spells. So Magnetize, not a sorcery. Wouldn't be able to hurt him with that. Moon Glaive is, and we are going to take Gravity Blade, but that doesn't actually do any damage itself. So I don't think we're going to see much value out of taking Annihilator Staff. The Crystal Oculus is Arcane and Ice. There is one for Lightning we could find. Lightning Spire requires 1 more spell point. I mean, honestly, I might just take Lightning Spire here and let it do the work for me. What's the matter? Alright, job's done. Oh, Lightning Spire. You're so good. Wow, Magnetize. That's one of the spells we need. I mean, Magnetize is cheap, but that's still 2 spell points I don't have to spend. But is it worth 25 hit points? Because we're essentially saying, would I rather spend 2 to get the spell? Or would I rather spend 2 and take a heart? Save 2 or spend 2? Rather. You know, either way, I'm getting a stopwatch, getting a health potion. Enemies here are very fragile. Snake spawners, mine maggots. Take the Magnetize. Make sure they don't leave. If you pass by, you get Magnetized. Those are just the rules. Okay. Got our Magnetize. We need our Moon Glaive next. I was almost hoping we would just find it right here, just sitting there waiting for us. Bag of Spikes is a fun one. Unfortunately, Silent Spectres ruined that. Alright, Lightning Spire. Let's think about this. 4 additional targets. Can zap through walls. Zapped units permanently lose 10 lightning resistance. It doesn't say units that take damage. I wonder if it does zap something with full lightning immunity, would it actually reduce it down to 90, and then 80, and so on and so forth? Because I think I want resistance penetration. Mass Blasting is a great upgrade name, yes. We want to up our number of targets. We obviously want more minion damage. And Radius is a good one. Mass Blasters. I don't think it'll choose to hit lightning immune enemies. Dang. Is it a stacking debuff? Like, can we see a unit go from, like, if they had 50 down to 40, 30, 20 until they're in the negatives? Can we just keep on stacking it on there? Alright, now that we know we can't do radioactivity. Perfect. Good, good. Stacks, fat stacks. We'll take electromagnetism. Still think the best one is liquid magnetism with Mercurize, but we've done that run before. I like the idea of making a black hole and just having it be a vortex of lightning damage. No more arcane damage, sadly, now that we can't use the other one, but that lightning damage will still be fun. And who says we don't add some arcane damage anyway? There's some fun arcane lightning stuff we could do. So these are the problem children with their lightning resistance. So we're going to want lightning penetration on you. We know what we're doing on you now, electromagnetism. We'll probably take energy bolt for lightning bolts. And we want our moon glaive. I guess we could just moon glaive these suckers. They won't die on the initial hit, but on the return trip they'll die. That said, I do kind of want to find a nice wand. I'm willing to reroll here, I think. Icy stuff. A lightning staff. Razor shaping is definitely on the agenda. Given that we're going to be doing metal and also another metal spell. Star Spark. Arcane damage into lightning damage. That's the wrong way, unfortunately. Because we're already doing arcane damage into lightning damage. We want lightning damage into arcane damage. Still a nice hat, though. But a lightning staff. Lightning spells and skills gain 7 flat damage. We'll get more damage on our lightning spire through the minion damage. Number of target goes up. Range. That's not bad. Until there's a metal staff we could look forward to, I think that is the one we want.
Hello!
Toggy, what's going on? Lightning staff. Your word hint is, this is a form of divination. Metal staff's just a big piece of rebar. It's the staff that Mashal uses in Muscles of Magic. If I were going to be helpful, This is a form of divination that I doubt you've heard of before. Miniaturization shrine. I mean, I'll miniaturize this wand. That works for me. Then we could find another fun wand. That sounds... Ooh, I'm super into that. Do, 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 do. The T one. We're just gonna booby trap the map and eventually he'll teleport into one of these. Told you. Eating Taco Bell's a form of divination. You'll know what you'll be doing for the next 2 hours. Enjoying yourself. Exit spicy. Do 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 do. Number 7 doesn't help me. Conjured Fang would give our Spire more damage. I want a finger 6 though, I think. Come on, we've all heard of bibliomancy and geomancy. This is one you've never heard of before. Look inside yourself, you'll find the truth. Was that a hint just there? That may have been a hint. Fang or Disc. Both those are not bad. We've done Osteomancy before. The Disc gives us a larger radius on our Spire. That's why I'm, like, kind of staring at this one. But now that we've miniaturized the staff here, I would love to find another wand. The other thing is, an enchanting disc is more radius on magnetize, and magnetize is going to be a big part of what we're doing. Not to mention that hourglass would help too. Like, re-rolling's tempting, but we actually got some nice choices here. Vent huffing. I think I want to increase the radius on my disc. Just making stuff up Riker style. That one comes from the writer's room. Since when are there shrines? 2 updates ago? Oh yes, I'm always in the beta branch. Is it a Mancy? It is, in fact, a Mancy. Yeah, I live perpetually in the beta branch. I'm on the cutting edge. I live in the future. Well, I've already miniaturized the thing I want to miniaturize. Now I'm looking for a duplication shrine. Vomitomancy. Sounds like Zabatsu is in the right but also wrong direction. There is a skill to use your spire more range. Oh, it's true. It's less about the spire at the moment and more about where the full run's going. I'm looking for... Let's take the other important component now. Alright, so the plan... is we're going to take the upgrade on Moon Glaive called Gravity Blade, pull all enemies within a 4-tile radius toward the blade, and then we're going to magnetize our blade with electromagnetism. And now we're going to throw out the Moon Blade where it'll hover. We're going to magnetize the Moon Blade, and we're going to make a black hole that's going to pull people in. And then our spires will just take pot shots at them, ideally with resistance penetration. That way they'll slowly lose their lightning resistance, take extra damage. And then we'll probably take something like Lightning Storm and put it over the whole thing and just make a little black hole of damage. As we get into later levels, the problem's going to be ranged enemies and lightning resistance. So we'll need something to like take off the resistance on stuff that has 100%. If the ancient peoples are just looking for a way to mask their weird fetishes. Conjured orb. A pet. Then we'll just take a ruby heart here. So iron imps are immune to lightning damage. But we have our glaive. We could always just slap him with that if we need to. Soak him in water. That's kind of part of what I'm thinking about, is we could always just take Rainstorm. That lowers the lightning resist. And once they're under 100, Lightning Spire could do the rest of the work with the resistance penetration. It's weird that Lightning Storm doesn't also make them wet. I gotta look at your feet for divination purposes. But Particle Storm could be fun. But Rainstorm is a nice cheap one. We can even do our little water elemental buddies here. Wizard and our allies are healed. That'll also keep our spires topped off. Maybe Rainstorm. It's such a cheap spell, too. It would do what we need it to do. That's kind of a fun direction to go. And this cheap enough that we can start testing it on this floor. Oh, what happened, Doc? Sucker. Let's take rain clouds. Main thing is 125% lightning resistant. F you. No. Welcome to the rain, suckers. Working well. Are you soaked? Do 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 do. Alright, we're perfectly safe here. Let's just get rid of the last spider. So now it's a matter of taking care of these balls. Alright, let's calm down. So close. We'll end up taking Blink pretty soon, just to keep us safe. About time we take care of these balls. These worm balls. Amnesia Shrine. Oh, I like the little question mark on Amnesia Shrine. The boiler. Is it time we actually do a boiler? I don't think I want to take the boiler. Like, the idea is we want them to be soaked. I'm pretty sure the second they take that fire damage, they lose the soaked effect, right? Soaked is not removed by fire? Okay. Maybe we take the boiler. If we're gonna be doing some rain. Fire just removes rain clouds if fire damage happens on their tile. Interesting. So we'll remove the cloud, but as long as they retain soaked. I don't think we have much plans for frozen, so I don't think we need the ever melting, but we could take the boiler. The boiler's a possibility. We're at 100 health. I mean, more ruby hearts is always good, but the boiler is going to work for what we're doing. Just fun to have more damage in there. We could vindicate the boiler. I've said so many unkind things about the boiler. Yeah. There's so many Mancies being thrown in chat. Pyrophilia? Thing is, if we take the healing rain upgrade, we're already going to be keeping our towers alive through healing rain. Like, I'm not doing acid rain. I love acid rain. I've had a great run with acid rain, but that's not going to happen. I've had a fun living rain run. We could still do living rain, but we're probably just going to take healing rain, and then we don't have to worry about the towers. Because the idea is we want a little vortex. We want to try and make it last as long as possible. Keep a rain cloud on there. And just watch everyone get burned and electrocuted. We could save the pyrophilia points for some other upgrades. There are so many, Martin. There are so many. There is a shockingly robust Wikipedia page on divination. Shockingly robust. Alright, I hate polar bears. I want them to die first. So let's take out this spawner. This one's kind of on the way, but that's our other priority spawner. Pull them in. Good. Splanchomancy. Moonglaive's gonna last for one more turn, so let's set it back up again. Pull them in. Keep everyone nice and wet. Another Moonglaive. Here. Pull those balls in, please. Alright. God, I hate you. Playing the deal with the ice bears? Yeah, they're already dead, basically. Does the Moonglaive have the regain a charge upgrade? No, that upgrade has been removed. We're playing with some of the other new wacky upgrades that have been added in. There we go. What's going on, Creedmoor? Overmancy. I'm taking the boiler. All right. Oh, baby, a duplication shrine? Oh, this is already turning into kind of a blessed experience here. Having double lightning staff? My god. My god. The build, Creedmaw, is we have Moonglaive with Gravity Blade, which makes it float in the air for 4 turns and pull enemies toward it, so it becomes like a little vortex. And then we're putting Magnetize on that, so we're doubling the pulling effect. And it's also doing 10 lightning damage to anyone that's in that vortex. And then we're putting Rainstorm on top of that, which reduces their lightning resist. We put Lightning Spires up, so the Lightning Spires are shooting into the vortex. And now that we have the boiler, they're going to be taking fire damage on top of that. Was the old upgrade too broken? I don't know. I feel like most of the changes to upgrades have been less about something being broken and more about making them interesting. So like I think it was called reshaping or something, like you would get a random metal spell back. That was fine, but it wasn't like exciting, you know? Like you basically took it as a way to get charges back on something else. So it wasn't really giving the spell personality. And with the addition of the chalices, like you could pick up a metal chalice, and as long as you pick up a spell point, you can get all your metal spells back. So I think it was mostly changed for redundancy's sake. Like, it wasn't really giving the spell much personality, and there was another way to do the same thing, but better. So I think the new upgrades are a lot more interesting. I've been having a lot of fun with the upgrade changes. Double boiler? We can't double the boiler because it's not miniaturized. We can only make doubles of small stuff. So we're gonna double up on the lightning staff, which is gonna be amazing. Is it getting more interesting and easier? I don't think it's getting easier. Mostly just interesting. Yeah, definitely going to duplicate the mini lightning staff. I would say what's happening is we're seeing a lot more replayability added in. Like, I can do a run with the same spells, but take completely different upgrades, and the run's going to be totally different. Which is exactly what you want out of a roguelike. And then with the addition of the new equipment, the changes to equipment we've been seeing, and the introduction of the shrines, we're getting that roguelike element of, like, sometimes a run will become bonkers because you found just the right random stuff in your run. Which is also what I want out of my roguelikes. Like the Binding of Isaac, the peak Isaac experience for me was original Isaac, where, like, maybe every third run was, like, bonkers because you happen to find just the right combination and just the right order of stuff. And then Isaac got a little bloated from a lot of updates. And I found, like, you know, most runs were kind of averaged out a bit. And then with the latest updates to Isaac, we've shifted back into, like, okay, runs feel a lot better now. Any plans to try the community-made Endless mod? Probably. You know I love Endless in my roguelikes. But anyway, Duplication Shrine is overwhelmingly powerful for what we're doing. We're definitely going here. I can get to 2, 3 spot. Oh, this is a perfect spot. Lightning Spire. A Cloud. Throw a Moon Glaive out there. Magnetize. They're already dead. Do it anyway, because that guy's going to be pulled in. Metallic Cultist. Okay, 2 more spawners. Shrew's out there. Shrew's a problem. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Shrew ran away because he's a coward. You're poisoned for 3 turns. You're soaked, you're stunned. You're already in there. That's magnetized. Need my spires to be up. Soaked. 1 dark damage. Like, they're not the scariest. Let's just re-rainstorm over there. Re-rainstorm over here. That'll take care of those problems. Magnetize you. Enjoy, sucker. Speaking of endless mode, since you brought up upgrade mode, Have you seen Monster Train 2's Endless Mode? Because good lord. I'm really enjoying Monster Train 2, but that Endless Mode is nigh impossible. The second wave of it is like borderline unbeatable. Earlmancy. Okay. Healing Rain is 4. I guess I can upgrade Spire and Rainstorm. You haven't tried Monster Train 1? There is a continuation to the story from 1 to 2, but honestly, you could skip 1 and go straight to 2. I think 2 is a better game. 1 was good, don't get me wrong, but like, it's one of those things where sometimes a sequel is so different that you want to play the first one regardless, and other times a sequel can be more of an evolution and improvement upon the formula of the first game. In 1, you're going down, and 2, you're going up. Yeah. Like, Monster Train 2, mechanically, not too much has changed, and the changes are for the better, and there's a lot of addition. So, like, there's no real strong reason to go back to 1. Might as well go to 2. Oh, baby. 16 damage on our Spire. Our Lightning Bolt's at 26. Magnetize is doing 17 to everybody in the radius. We want to get the duration on Moonglaive pumped up as much as possible. That is where we want to go right now. To the point where, like, maybe what we want is right here. Controller support? Yes, Monster Train 2 has controller support. I think we're going straight to Metal Lord. 5 duration is gonna be pretty nice.
Very good.
Good controller support? I mean, I assume so. Like, it's the kind of game that I could make good controller support for, and like, I don't have any experience with that. Like, it's pretty easy to think about how it would work. I'm sure if you do a Google search for, like, Monster Train 2 Steam Deck compatibility, people will tell you their thoughts there. I've been playing it on Game Pass, because it's on Game Pass. Yeah, let's take Metal Lord. That's just a no-brainer. We do want to upgrade Lightning Spire and Rainstorm, that way we are supporting each other. It's actually a great combination. Rainstorm is going to reduce lightning resistance, allowing anything with 100% resistance to be hit by our Lightning Spire, and then that resistance penetration will reduce that below 100 for once the cloud goes away. Controller support's just gonna be moused by joystick. Yeah, if I recall, I played the first one with the controller a little bit. Like, it played like Slay the Spire's controller support, which is you select the card you want to play, or you select the thing on the fields. So I assume it is proper. Not to mention, if it has a console release, then you know you're good. Monster Train 2. Yeah, it's on PlayStation, so you know it has good control. If it's on a console, it definitely has a decent controller support. And it's on the PlayStation, it's on the Switch. Talking Hat! Oh my god, it's a blessed run. It is a blessed run. It's gonna happen. This is the black hole experience right here. Boy, howdy. Talking Hat is exactly what I wanted. We don't lose a turn setting up Magnetize. That just sounds perfect to me. So much so that I kind of want to just land right here and grab it immediately so I could start seeing the benefit of it. If I can get time striders, even better. I'm not going to take time striders over Talking Hat, though. Alright, step 1, Moonglaive. Free cast on Magnetize, which means I could set up a Lightning Spire right away. Put a Rain Cloud down. Oh, yeah. Let's grab Blink, because I want to be able to move. I feel like when you're setting up stationary things like this,
You all
being a
remember what
mobile
to do
man.
whenever anyone
Oh
says the
my
secret
God.
word, right? Scream! That's right!
Scream real loud! I know you did, Creedmoor. What I always find funny is Steam in its, like, you know, what is it called? The activity feed. It will show you what your friends subscribe to, so I've actually seen what you've subscribed to. I saw that a while back. You've been playing with that for a while now. Maybe not actively, but I remember seeing that in the feed a while back. I've been watching you, Creedmoor. Alright, we have elephants behind me, but I could blink out before they get too close. Because there's a nice opportunity over here for a blade. Should I be ashamed? Nah. My feed's set the public. People have seen the weird stuff I have. Ain't no shame in it. As some great prophets once said, some poets of our generations, we ain't nothing but mammals, baby. So let us do it as they do it on the Discovery Channel. Alright, cooldown of 5. Cooldown of 2. As TV shows about buying houses? Yeah, something. I'm ashamed of nothing. In one turn, but he'll be dead soon. In 4 turns. Alright, 5 turns. Out of range. Out of range. Alright, if he's gonna be that close, I will heal. Don't think you're safe because you're immune to electricity, my friends. Man, the range we have is pretty amazing, too. This is kind of great. I guess we want wide open levels. Because seeing what we just saw there, like, I could basically set up, like, so many different little vortices. The lightning spires, I guess, could be more about keeping me safe and pulling aggro. Now that we've managed to get the damage on Magnetize up to 17, and we're going to be able to get that higher in a couple of floors. Maybe we'll take mass blasting instead on this guy. I might even say we go with living rain. Soaked. Yeah, they're losing 50 lightning resist. We might just use rain clouds to make people wet. It's not in your library anymore? What's not in your library? Let's pop a portal key. Darkest Dungeon 1. Maybe you need... Were you doing library sharing and you were getting it through there? Another enchanting disc. Enchanting disc, I think, might be quite worth our time. Like, the radius on Magnetize is nice, but we can go bigger. Gravity Blade has a radius of 4. Like it disappeared after a conversation. Oh. I mean, no one could see what you have subscribed to in there at this point, I don't think. It's more when you first subscribe to them, they pop up in the feed. So coincidentally, I would have been like, oh, look at that. Let's look at the sexy anime ladies that Creepmore made all of his Darkest Dungeon people into. Five radius. This is 4 radius. I would like to get the radius on Moonglaive bigger. But getting the radius on Magnetize, that's where the damage is coming from. So maybe we go that way. Sure. We are going to want to make sure we get some health soon, though. And this is, once again, a pretty good layout for us. If I'm in the corner, how far can I Moonglaive and Magnetize? Pretty good. And now that I have Blink, I could start here, clear out this chunk, blink forward, and like just kind of push my front. A run where ghostly stuff just doesn't even matter to me. Ah, the black hole is working. It's working! Don't try and run, humans. Wow. I dare say I might be ready to call this already a success, and we're not done. But that's pretty sweet. And the bigger we make these radiuses, the better. Ice Orb, Pain Mirror, Boiling Blood, Petrify. Bop, 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 bop. Metallic is a bit of an ask. Like, we could handle Metallic, as we clearly have seen. But I would rather not have to, like, constantly be rain clouding. It's nice when we use it as needed. Oh, baby. more targets, more damage. Give me some lightning resist. I mean, Thunderlord just makes sense here. That 50% damage boost. Yes, the... I feel like I gotta make a command for this. The soundtrack we listen to when I play Rift Wizard is the Rift Wizard 2 soundtrack, the Nitro Kid soundtrack, the Loop Hero soundtrack, and a dash of music that I bought the streaming rights for. Currently testing a new Shrapnel Blast upgrade since you mentioned that there's really only one choosable one. Puncturing Chain Blast incorporates existing puncture, but it would destroy a wall. Instead, has a 25% chance to cast your Shrapnel Blast there. It's pretty silly. That is actually, we were discussing yesterday while we were doing the run, the Shrapnel Blast run, other upgrades. And I still like the idea of like missing Shrapnel becoming like a Shrapnel Golem, but a different ones that someone pitched, and I don't remember if it was Zabatsu or not, but I might give credit to Zabatsu on that, was if it hits a wall, just have that wall recast Shrapnel Blast to make chain reactions. So the fact that you got there as well means I think that's already a good upgrade. It was already theory crafted and sounds like a good one. I am very much on board with that. I would take that upgrade. That sounds like a lot of fun. What do you think about a spell that can create wall tiles? Because sometimes you have a Shrapnel Blast run and you have trouble finding levels that have walls. So maybe like a landslide spell, like have a wall appear there that pushes enemies away and does damage and retains a wall. That way the player can blow up a wall. So shock value is going to be really good. I mean, we're looking, the whole lightning tree is going to be stuff we want. Holy Thunder's definitely on the agenda. Thunderlord. I don't think we want Lightning Warp, because the whole idea is we want to pull them in. We don't want to send them away. So I think Thunderlord, shock value, Lightning Frenzy, Holy Thunder for sure, Crackle Void for, well, Crackle Void we currently aren't doing any arcane damage, so no Crackle Void. Letting players make walls might create more bad feels than good ones. I acknowledge there's the possibility that a player could, like, trap themselves by making walls. I always thought earthquakes would have some sort of cave-in. Are you under the impression we're underground? I guess there's nothing that says we aren't underground. I always kind of assume we're in, like, magical realms, you know? Like, it's not like floor 11, it's realm 11. I'm just trying to think, like, if you did a Shrapnel Blast a Shrapnel Blast oneer, a level like this, you can't cast your spell. But I don't have a solution for that. I suppose, like... When the level's generated, there's usually a check to make sure the player character is capable of walking from one point to another, right? Magical realms of floors, but no ceilings? Like, what if it's outside? Maybe letting you cast it on metallic/constructs. I guess even if you were doing a oneer run, having a new spell that makes walls wouldn't help you anyway. Ooh, what about maybe something for Petrify? Like, instead of enemies dying with the Petrify upgrade that makes it like they're under 16 health, they die. Maybe at that point, instead of dying, they become a wall. But that still has the possibility of making a problem where, like, a player can't walk somewhere. I don't know, there might have to be a check for, like, player navigation. I know I'm the one pitching this, but I would point out right away, this is the lowest possible priority of a thing. Like, Shrapnel Blast is already pretty strong with the right upgrades. What about a creature that could move, but is a living wall? You know, Ice Wall is already kind of a wall. If you could count that as a structure so Shrapnel Blast would work. Ice Wall would fix the problem. Cast Ice Wall and then Shrapnel Blast or Ice Wall. That would do it. Or have all constructs count as walls in some way. Anyway, I think this is a reroll. I don't want these spells. How you doing, Patrick, by the way? How's your day going? I think letting it work on constructs is a good solution. Man, all I want is, I want a Sorceress Disc. We have a really good thing coming together here. All I need now is a way to make the radius larger on the Moonglaive. You call me Patrick now? No, Abe Clancy's Patrick. You both showed up roughly at the same time. How you doing, Pix? What? My phone just went buzz buzz. By the way, your stream starts at 5. Phone? That was 3 hours ago. What are you doing, phone? You got married? Congratulations, Pix. I bet. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. I think you say that for weddings. That might just be babies. Either way, congratulations. All right, I don't need that. I think this is where we're going. Unless this has a great layout. Either one. Well, let's get a heart. We're only at 100 health. I could definitely stand to be healthier. Alright, Chaos Chimeras are the spawners I would like to kill first. Rainstorm it there. $25 lightning resist. They're normally at 75. He could enjoy his fire resist. I still acknowledge the boiler. Boiler not always going to do what I want, but it's still nice to give it some time. Give it its time in the spotlight. The benefit of talking is I don't have to worry about how to spell things. Just be like, yeah, Mazda. Let's keep you guys trapped there. Let's throw this forward, make another vortex there. Let's get a rainstorm going. Oh, is that your soak now? Sucker. I love this. Now I just wait for this jerk to randomly teleport where I am, and then he'll die. Get your crap together there, buddy. There he is, there he is. Lock him down. Lightning Vortex is working out great. Is that Star Spark again? Why won't you give me Spark Star, game? You keep on taunting me. over and over again. But I wouldn't be able to take it anyway unless we found a miniaturization shrine. There's no way I'm taking off Talking Hat. Having a free turn to cast Magnetize is just too powerful. Man. And we could just wreck house on bosses like these guys. Gold Flame lets you go infinite. You know, it's true if we just take Holy Fire. And we do have the boiler. Is it worth giving up our free turn of setting up Magnetize? It's so powerful being able to do the Glaive and Magnetize in the same turn. Yeah, like, it's one turn to do these two spells, and that's so good. You don't have to worry about someone leaving the radius. Like, whatever planned radius you do with Moonglaive, you don't have to worry about it changing after you do Magnetize. Like, you don't have to worry about someone taking that step out of it. You can maximize your values. So I'm really like, I don't think I want to get rid of it. Annihilation Goose. Alright, Fey Huntsmen are bummers. These are the kind of guys that can ruin us. Alright, Talking Hat means Magnetize is a freebie. But that's the only enchantment we're doing. Well, no, Rainstorm's also a free turn. Man. Yeah, maybe I don't think I want to get rid of Talking Hat. I'm really liking Talking Hat. I do love infinite damage loops. Oh. God, I hate Wailing Banshees. I have a stopwatch if things go in a bad direction. I think I just start here, I make one circle, and then another circle in the middle, another circle over here. That should keep me relatively safe. I'm gonna take some hits. But again... some hits, he says. Like, we stunned... I lost so many turns. I used my Glaive, I got crossbowed, and then I got feared. Yeah, the fear cycle was really bad. Yeah, Purity might be a good idea. You're stunned. You're magnetized. I've also been considering, like, just taking blindness. Blindness would certainly help. Give you someone else to focus your aggression on. Alright, 7 and 7. You need to die quick-ish. Again, they are thankfully focusing on the towers I placed before them. Which was kind of the plan. Moonglaive, 13, 13. Let's make sure Rainstorm's still on everybody. Ah. Good day. Yeah, especially if I'm gonna prioritize wide open levels, I think we might want to get some darkness going. So Magnetize is doing 19 lightning damage at the moment. I think we want Holy Thunder. That doubles our damage. Let's take that. Use Dark Clouds if real gamer. I mean, the thing is, we are putting people under clouds, right? Five dark damage to all enemies under clouds each turn. The question is whether or not we want to, like, nerf our own spires in pursuit of extra damage. Everyone under a rain cloud will be losing their lightning resistance, so taking more lightning damage. They're soaked, that means they're taking fire damage from our boiler. And we could add some dark damage with dark clouds. The other option is we just turn darkness off for us. Just do dark vision. Because blinding me is bad. I kind of do need to cast spells. And I want to cast that relatively early. Depending on the layout. With boiler, don't the clouds go away too quickly? That's the other thing, we do have the boiler. Oh, cockatrices. I think this is a reroll. I mean, there's darkness for free. This is a great opportunity to give it a little test. We can grab it, we could take the only affect enemies upgrades, and then we don't have to worry about giant massive eyes hitting me. For 5 turns, only 3 charges. But it's an enchantment, so I get a quick cast on it. And then I can just blink into a safe area. Take darkness. I'm gonna take dark vision, that way I'm unaffected. Free turn. Moon Glaive. A free turn. What a jerk. Alright. And then let's blink into cover. Alright, buddy. Let's make it rain. Remove you from the equation. And pull the eyeball right where I want him. And then darkness. Oh, I'm out of spell points. Right. Alright, he's gonna pop in a second, so let's set up another glaive. Oh, yeah. Darkness again. Rainstorm them. Three more turns. I'm sorry, eyeballs. That must have been a real bummer for you. Oh, yeah. I like this one a lot. Is it time for you? Do we want to do living or healing rain? Living rain, we get aggro pull. We're gonna make little minions. They'll move out. Enemies are gonna focus on them instead of us. So that's already kind of keeping the towers a little healthier. And the towers are really being used more as like kind of a defensive barrier. We're not using them for damage anymore. Is that another duplication shrine? RNGesus has come down from his cloudy kingdom and said, today you will have overwhelming power. Good God. A third lightning staff. Number of targets is already up to 7 on this, and we haven't taken an upgrade for it at all. I thank you, RNGesus. Darkness. Moonglaive. Magnetize. Rainstorm. Lightning Spires. Rainstorm, you losers. No one said you're allowed to be resistant to lightning, my friends. Yeah, another one of those, please. You know what? Lightning Spire will have a job, and that's going to be resistance penetration. That way the cloud gets the initial resistance down, and then from there... we further our agenda. They killed it immediately. What a jerk. Let's darkness, that way my lightning spire is safer? You're gonna hit it on the way back, aren't you? 7 and 7. How much health do you have? 25. Theoretically, you could survive its return trip. Alright, so you're soaked. I want to see you reduce their resistance. Yes, they're down to 90 now. Keep darkness on. You're magnetized. Come on, Lightning Spire. That's it for my darkness casts. Don't baseball bat the big men in here, good lord. Huh. I need to get out of here and deal with this problem. They're just making like a baseball team that's gonna like hit each other into this room with me. Might be time for me to reposition. Oh god. I have 2 golden stopwatches. I think we could solve the problem. Bag of spikes. Stopwatch. Rainstorm. Yeah. Good, good, you're soaked. Lightning Spire over here. No reason not to magnetize one of my balls. What's your resistance at? There's 2 more of you, and I have 2 more casts. We gotta make sure this works. There we go. There's an eyeball spawner and a fear face spawner. Ugh. Okay. These are the problem. But there's only 4 of them. I'm gonna have to drink a potion, I think, but I have 3. It's not that big a deal. Are you telling me? Okay, good. I was worried there were liches. It's his phylactery. Guys sure are annoying. Be helpful if you hit each other. But you do lightning damage and arcane damage, so you can't hurt each other. You do dark damage. You could hurt each other. If that phylactery happens to die in the crossfire, all the better. You're not soaked anymore, and I'm out of rain clouds. This is why we need it. Oh, come on, you moved me? Alright, he's not hitting you at the moment. Alright, we should be golden there. Not soaked. Soaked. Are you the soaked one? To heal or not to heal? The fear faces are looking like a problem. I could darkness my way through here. Alright, problem solved up there. This is the Badlands. Take a step backwards. Rainstorm, Glaive, Magnetize, Spire. Alright, that thing's dead. As long as we're not in the red there. These guys, thankfully, not immune to electricity. Shockingly. Don't blink through there. Dick. I mean, just in case someone teleports over. You kidding me with this? Come on, get pulled in. Yes, soaked. Alright. We have proven that this build can handle enemies that are completely immune to electricity. Which was probably the most important thing for us to test there. I think we'll take blind casting or Thunderblink. Thunderblink is very on brand for what we're doing. But blind casting, like being able to go from like here to here without having to navigate this whole mess would be quite nice. Especially because we're doing area denial, you know? Like, we're making a zone of control. If I need to pass through that zone, I'm putting myself in danger. We basically just want a pit. And then us being able to just completely ignore that would be very powerful. That way, wide open levels, we have darkness. We just make a whole bunch of the map ours. And then levels like this, we work by taking over zones. So let's take blind casting. And since we have 2 left, and we were talking about it, I'm gonna take Living Rain. That's further aggro we're pulling. It's keeping people soaked, because if I remember correctly, Living Rain does have the little guys, like, puking out water, right? Apply soaked for 3 turns. It's perfect. I couldn't ask for better. At 150, I think I just want a Ruby Heart. So this is a great example of we're just gonna do blindness. Step 1, blind. Stay blind. Next big build, plan to have Living Rain summons 2 a turn and scale a number of summons. That'd be nice. Go, my Living Rain. Where do you think you're going? Oh, it's so good. I want a few more casts on this. 3 is just enough for this kind of level so far. Ugly Curse Doll, Witch Whizzle. Whizzle. Witch Whizzle. Iron Fiends are annoying. Night Hags are also annoying. This is another fine example of, like, darkness will see us through. But maybe we just re-roll. Ruby Hearts. Lightning Form. Nah, we're good. Chalice of Iron. That would get us back our first 4 spells in the list. Unlimited casts on all those. Not unlimited, but close enough. But I think I just want a heart. And here's the kind of level where we can take advantage of our blink. Especially with some of these enemies. Sorry, buddy. You're, gonna be pulled somewhere. Clay Ice Dragons. God damn it, you freezing jerks. He still froze me! Alright, darkness time. Try and keep this problem contained. Right through you. Good. Right through you. If you hit them, you really just push them along. It's very nice. Oh, this guy's lightning resist is going to be ruined. There we go, soak all that. Re-soak you. Keep the vortex alive over there. Lightning Spire there. Lightning Spire there. Glaive you all. Rain it. Keep that man entertained. Hey, buddy. Minus 20. Did you win a run in the first 2 hours? The first hour was talking about the build and testing a few things just to see how things work. We found out a couple of things don't work the way we thought, and then the rest has been this run. It's been a very chatty run, but I enjoy chatty runs. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, I'm at a rainstorm. That's alright. He's a dead man. Initially, we wanted to go with an upgrade on this called radioactivity. Lowers arcane and lightning resist. Unfortunately, it's only for the target, so we were debuffing our own moon glaive. Wish I had controller support, but not feasible. The screen's too small on the deck. I feel like that's less a controller support thing and more a deck support thing, you know? Not that I've tried this with controller. I don't know how I would do this with controller. I guess you have your obvious, like, move the wizard. I would probably do it... I know how I would do it. You move the wizard with, you know, analog stick, D-pad, whatever. And then I would make it so if you hold L1, you scroll through your spell list. Hold L2, scroll through your item list. And then you just, you know, when you select one, moves to a... Instead of moving the wizard, you're selecting your target. That's how I would do it. Oh yeah, I don't have a solution for like playing it on the deck. Like that's a screen real estate issue. I don't know how to do that. But like if I were playing this on a TV with a controller, that's how I would do the controls. I have like contextual, like holding a trigger to choose things. That's how I would handle that. No solution for screen real estate though. I don't know how to help you there. Or theory craft there. I mean again, because of how this build works, this seems fine. But let's re-roll. Keeps on trying to give me lightning form, and like, I'm not opposed to it. Okay. What if we ditch the boiler and we have another lightning staff? Just hear me out. What if we had a lightning staff, and a lightning staff, and a lightning staff, and also a lightning staff? What if we had 4 lightning staffs? The boiler's been fine. But what if? I don't think I have the self-control to say no to a 4th lightning staff. We'd be doing 7 times 4 additional damage. Another 2 range, that's 14 range? No, that's not 14 range, what am I talking about? It's 8 additional range. I was looking at the top number when I said that. 4 additional number of targets. 16 more minion damage for our spires. Are you asking what the storm meter does? If we are in a cloud, a storm cloud, so lightning or blizzard, we consume it. We eat it. And we gain a charge of our highest level lightning spell. Oh, it's only for lightning storms. It's not for ice storms. You lose the damage type. It doesn't matter. Like, our build is built around reducing lightning resistance and just killing them through that. Like, we're gonna lose a small amount of fire damage. And if, like, an enemy has... If an enemy has 75% lightning immunity, they will be fully immune... Sorry, not lightning. 75% fire immunity. Once we do the cloud to proc the boiler, they don't take the fire damage anyway. Because soaked... Oh, they gain 50. Yeah, if they're at 50 fire resist, they'll have 100 fire resist. They won't take any damage from our boiler anyway. We're only hurting enemies with the boiler if they have 50 or less fire resistance. If they're at 0 fire resistance, we're only doing like 13 fire damage. And arguably, we're losing some clouds this way. It's actually kind of counter synergistic in a sense. So, I want the staff. Thank you for that resubscription, Creedmoore. I appreciate it. Alright, if I cast darkness first, I don't think they'll be able to poison me. Trying to get to me. Doot doot. All right, let's set up lightning spires. It's such a fun build. How'd the wizard get over here? The answer is these little bastards every time. Protect me, Lightning Spire. So yeah, like these guys, we got them down to -5 lightning, 15 lightning. Doesn't matter if they're immune to the lightning. We make them vulnerable to lightning. What's the matter? Lightning resistance not helping you out? That's a bummer. What a shame. And my range is so vast on lightning that I could just put it wherever I want. Get wrecked, scrub. So good. It's so good. I've been sitting on just piles of spell points. What am I doing? I gotta be buying stuff. Alright, that really satisfies. Oh. It feels... the symmetry. Yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. Lightning staff, not lightning staff, lightning staff. It's so good. It's perfect. Make that my banner. If we could somehow miniaturize this hat and then get another staff. Make the perfect layout. This is a situation for endless. Like I would totally go for it. If it were there. 2 amnesia shrines. We don't need that. Alright. Upgrade wise. Upgraded. 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 Upgraded, upgraded. Only lightning bolts unupgraded, and we do we even need to at 46 lightning damage? We should. Energy bolt would let us do almost 100 damage with 1 lightning bolt, just shy of 100 damage. This is like a pauper's run. Everything's so cheap. We don't have a single spell above level 3. And the upgrades. 3 cost, 2 cost, 2 cost. 5, that's the most expensive one. 4, 3. We got Metal Lord, Thunder Lord, and Holy Thunder so far. There's definitely some, like, there's skills we want. That's true. If we do electric ink, we make the little papers that cast our lightning bolt. As long as we kill with it. But if we take Energy Bolt, we double the damage. Throw down 7 points for true permanence to buff almost everything. Ooh, you're not wrong. Really, I mean, duration is what we want more of, right? It's clearly, what is it right now? It's 8 turns for Gravity Blade? If we take Master of Time, we'll get 2 more turns on there. So Master of Time's really good. I mean, Lightning Bolt, we're only really using it like every once in a while when we want to ping something while we're not doing something else. I think really duration's all I care about. I think we're going to take Master of Time. Shock Value obviously is going to do some good work for us. Let's take Shock Value. Ooh, Prince of Ruin too. Shock Value. Permanence will be a good buff. Five turns more. Yeah. I might take permanence. And with our hat, it's a pretty easy cast. Archenchanter's only enchantment spells gain duration. How do you have 4 lightning stats? We miniaturized one of them. And then I made copies of it. Still not wearing any armor. Regenerate HP every turn. I feel like a Storm Troll armor is on brand. So that's an option. Man, having 4 of these is just wild. It's so good. Moonglaive, what are we doing? 33 lightning damage a turn for anything trapped in the magnetized circle. And with the double pull, they are not getting out of there unless they have blink. No chain lightning, right? Like, I haven't needed to branch out yet because this alone is doing so much better than I thought it was going to do. And I was pretty excited about it. I'm pretty stoked at how good this came together. Oh yeah, we want Prince of Ruin. Like, I'm gonna grab that next. Alright, Prince of Ruin. Darkness. Darkness, no parents. Sir, how are you walking away from my vortex here? What if we double Moonglaive you? There you go, you're not getting out of there, buddy. Maybe another Moonglaive for your troubles up there? He's taking his turn after they get pulled in? Probably. Alright, you have fun up there. What was I here for? Right, Storm Troll armor. Where did you come from, sir? Oh, Prince of Ruin already doing good work. That is an ugly scene coming together up there. No, why would it go there? It should have went over. I guess because armor always defaults there. All right. Alas. This undead horde coming my way. It's a little scary. Alright. I just want to set up for that last night coming my way. He's enraged! That works for me. He's just gonna die that way, isn't he? Oh, how long is he poisoned? 9? Each dead! Sucker! And now, for the glorious reason I took Blink the way I did. Oh, yes! Just slice through the horde. Hey, buddy. You're magnetized. Might be the strangest build yet. This is among my new favorite builds. Like, this has been a lot of fun. It's a very weird build, I grant you, but, like, it's stellar. Oh. Granted, I will give you that a lot of the strength of this build is coming from the fact that I managed to make 4 copies of Lightning Wand. But even without it, like, you would have to invest your points a little differently. Like, we were talking earlier, like, yeah, we'll take Chain Lightning, like, maybe Death Shock. And, like, the idea was lock it down with the Moon Glaive and Magnetize. That way, like, they're stuck there. And you just make zones of control and you mess them up. Like, instead of taking Rain Cloud, I would have taken Lightning Storm, and we could have made it so it always strikes or it does arcane damage. Like, there's a lot of situations we could have gone with, but because we just got blanket lightning damage, like carte blanche on free lightning damage, it was a lot funnier to just Rain Cloud. Just reduce their lightning immunity. But again, this is why I really like the changes we've been seeing with the game, like the introduction of new equipment, the shrines that let you miniaturize and duplicate, Amnesia Shrine as well. What they allow for is runs like this. Like, this could have been strong without the equipment setup we have, but because we can sometimes find this kind of stuff, we entered into, like, this is just really fun. Like, we're having one of those classic roguelike overpowered runs, and I love those. That's all I ever want with these kind of games. Because Endless, I would love to see Endless at some point. Every roguelike with Endless, I always do the Endless runs. I feel like we could do a fun run in this room, because just bullying people with 100% lightning resist is becoming a lot of fun. You've been allowed to demonstrate mastery of the system. Like, that's the joy of, like, a roguelike where equipment can really shift things is fun in that way. Balatro is on the PlayStation for free right now, and you checked it out for the first time, 2 hours went away. I love Balatro. We've done a lot of Balatro streams. I have so many videos on the YouTube right now, and there's going to be more Balatro in the future. Dev said there's no plans for Endless. But the dev's in chat right now. We could ask him. What do you think? Opportunity Endless ever? Maybe one day, like after everything's done? Alright, I want to bully completely immune to lightning people. Show them they mean nothing to me. They are nothing to me. If I remember, I think Opportunity said, next game will have Endless? Aw, not this one though? Alas. But if there's already a mod for it, like, the modding scene's taking care of it. Alright, we have double people that can blind me. But we'll blind them first. You know what? Plop a lightning spire down. Don't blow up on my rain clouds. That's just rude where I come from. Up. Lightning spire there. Lightning spire there. Blink over here. Burning steel spider queen. All right, buddy. Keeps hopping around. Oh, I need to rain cloud those guys. Ah, there's other ones we could take care of first. Sir. Minus 110 lightning resist. I doubt it's Rift Wizard 3. More rain clouds. He's at minus 140 lightning resist. think at this point we're good. Open world survival arena FPS. It's an extraction shooter. Helldivers, but with magic. I would play it. What did we cast in there? Just Lightning Spire, Blink, Rainstorm, Magnetize, and Moonglaive. What does Mordred say to you in proximity chat? I'm coming for you, wizard. Alright, we have 2 mana potions. 3 healing potions. 9 spell points. Ooh. So much of this damage, most of our damage, arguably, is coming from Magnetize, right? Well, I guess Holy Thunder. But let's be serious. Holy Thunder's coming from Magnetize and Prince of Ruin. Fey Malevolence. 50% of all physical, poison, lightning, and ice damage is dealt as arcane damage. Oh yeah. Oh my. Of course it rolled spiders and energy knights. God damn it. Nah, whatever. Alright, Mordred. Darkness. Let's get a little vortex over here. Since that's where I'm going, plan for my future. Given Mordred's nature of shifting the level, we might end up having to do a mana potion or 2 in this situation. Crackle Void, we can get more lightning going. Yeah, I'm thinking Crackle Void too. Just kind of set up some lightning spires around the joint. Doo-doo. My glaives can die in the rain cloud because they lose their lightning resist. Trying out assembly with the shrapnel quick. Things are getting silly. I look forward to it. Don't be in a lightning annihilation goo. Alright, good. Immortal. When he does a swap, that's gonna be bad for me. Assembly's the Shrapnel Blast Golem making upgrade? Nice! With the Quake, I imagine you make an army pretty quick. Alright. We have Blink ready. I'm sorry to my Lightning Spires. Yep, that's what I thought. His Ice Breath is on cooldown. I just want to be out of Cockatrice range. God. Right, here works. Didn't save me from the other problems, though. Wish I had a teleporter. At 131, I'm not too worried. I mostly just don't want to get poisoned here. Darkness. Let's heal here. Before the poison hits me. Alright, now that we kind of got a moment. Lightning Spire. Where is Wizard? Oh, scared me. Mordred died in there at some point. Alright, most things are already berserked. Dark weakness. Trying to avoid getting poisoned. You do physical damage and lightning damage. Are you lightning weak? 50%. So I don't need to cast it on you. Let's avoid hitting my glaive. Okay. Where's Mordred? Way up here? Berserk's doing a lot of good work for us. Let's put Lightning Spire down. How long before we get tangoed? We have 2 turns before tango. I'm kind of just chilling over here. Generating lots of berserk, which is what we want. That way when I arrive, this won't be as painful as it could have been. Oh, you're infernal. You don't even have any lightning resists. Well, screw you. I'm completely immune to lightning, so I'm going to stand on this cloud without even worrying about it. Mordred, my boy!
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're done having fun being gay in cars. Add a blink is my only real concern right now. Welcome to what may be my funniest builds to date. Alright, we're finally out of magnetize, which is a bummer. We are doing a build where Moonglaive. I don't even try and hit enemies with Moonglaive at this point. We are using Moonglaive to make a black hole. We suck enemies into it. I got tangoed, right? So basically, we cast Moonglaive. Moonglaive has an AoE that pulls people in, and then we cast Magnetize on that, which further pulls people in. Anyone in that radius is taking a wacky amount of lightning damage, which is also holy damage. We put a rain cloud down to debuff any of their resistance to lightning. And then we put little lightning spires down as turrets to shoot anyone and also further reduce lightning resistance. Alright, Mordred. He's about to die. We have 7 turns before the next tango. You have -10 lightning resist. Mordred's busy being abused, because anytime someone sees lightning damage happening, they become berserked. So the entire map is in a berserk state pretty much constantly. Moonglaive over to Mordred's place. Right before we put a wall up. Sucker! This has been a blessed run from, like, random chance, too. Is that a shrapnel beast? Alright, I'm a little concerned about that. I was thinking about lightning hail. I didn't get around to it, though. I would like to not be where shrapnel beasts can get me. Hey, Mordred. This is my second 3x3 we've had in this Mordred fight. Second time I've ever seen someone get one. I'm 21 and never myself. Mordred's like, what the hell is this build? Bring in the big guns. It's too late for you, Mordred. You cannot stop what is coming. He's on his last life, huh? Wait. Crack avoid. Keep the darkness rolling. Oh, yeah. Have a good night, Opportunity. Thanks again for the stellar updates. As always, I've been having so much fun with this.
Very good.
Oh. Alright, that's like my favorite run I've had. Like, we've had some really fun and good runs, but this was an interesting run. Like, it's not about, like, this spell's gonna do a wacky stuff across the map. It's not like spamming a thing and just letting it happen. It's not minions. This is like zone control. Like, you're picking spots on the map that are going to be yours. You're denying the enemy opportunities with blindness. You're repositioning with blink. Like lightning spires to debuff, but also defensively. Like, this is just a fun build. I really like this one. I'm glad we spent the first, like, hour and a half of the stream, like, talking about how to get something like this running, kind of dicking around a little bit, finding out what doesn't work, and then we sat down and we put everything we talked about together, and we just had, like, a stellar experience. And as if RNGesus himself smiled down upon the run, it was just, like, lightning staff, miniaturization shrine, 2 duplication shrines and then another lightning staff. It was blessed. Talking hat even? Like, my god. Like, nothing about this run wasn't perfect. That was just fun. I'm excited to look at the damage types. But lightning staff, lightning staff, lightning staff, lightning staff. Storm troll armor, just so we don't have to worry about taking lightning damage from anything else. We could just stand in lightning clouds. We're passively healing through it. Like, there's other equipment we could have found, but like, who cares? Like, this was just great. Just the right amount of health so we don't have to worry about like big bursts or like getting stun locked for a few turns. And we avoided that with darkness. All right, let's post-mortem this run. Lightning bolt and spire, which is really like spire could handle the first 7 floors for you. My new failed clone of the rock. All right. Grabbed our magnetize for free from a chest. We miniaturized our staff. And I do believe this is when the build came online proper. Almost. Like, we took a while to upgrade Lightning Spire. But at this point, we're magnetizing. So Lightning Spire did most of the work. Boiler, surprisingly, we did use the boiler for a while. Was a top damage dealer for a floor. But once we got the magnetized build online, it's magnetized doing the damage. Magnetize doing the damage. Shockingly, again, boiler coming in. Number 2, magnetize. Magnetize wholesale there. Magnetize Holy Thunder, which is just magnetized still. Holy Thunder magnetize. Magnetize the boiler. We're gonna lose the boiler, I think, on another floor, right? Magnetize Holy Thunder, Lightning Spire. And I think this is when we took the last lightning one? No? But magnetize Holy Thunder. Here it is. Now we have it. This is when we took Prince of Ruin. Prince of Ruin, top damage dealer. Magnetize, Holy Thunder, Water Elementals. 10,000 Holy Thunder, 6,000 Prince of Ruin, 5,000 Magnetize. And then the Mordred fight. 18,000 Prince of Ruin, 11,000 Holy Thunder, 10,000 Magnetize. Fey Malevolence doing some work for us. It allowed our late grab of Crackavoid. It's in the other somewhere. And then Lightning Spire, just really debuffing people. But chef's kiss. That's a chef's kiss run right there. I really enjoyed that one. All right. I'm going to use the restroom.